Which video? Saturday?
Yeah.
I didn't watch Saturday. Adam watched Saturday. So, some things, but.
Coach, since Bruce is here to ask the question, what are the updates on injuries?
Still, Smith is probably week to week. Same thing with Max. So, that's all I got.
How do you go ahead and use this off weekend to balance? Do you go hard at the beginning of the week and hard at the end of the week?
We did competitive games. Today they got off, and then we'll get back at it tomorrow and do some things. Probably throw a scrimmage in there before the weekend and get some rest and get them kind of try to throw a little bit of fun in there this week. So they had two days of some competitive games and they had fun with it. And then today was off, and then like I said, we get back Thursday, Friday, and then get back at it again next week.
Besides the production of your top line, that fourth line seemed to be really solid for you. Do you feel like this weekend gave you an opportunity to establish those lines moving forward?
A little bit. I mean, I was encouraged by the way some guys played. There's no question. And, you look at Harper Bentz's game on Friday, right? That was good. Second game, got him in a couple games, and like I had said earlier, those guys are knocking on the door, and giving guys opportunities and is one thing, but then going in there and what guys do with opportunities. Same thing I can say with some guys that have been playing, right? We've been giving them opportunities. They need to do more. Because these guys are like a Bentz, right? Just use him as an example. Those guys are going in there and doing some really good things. And some guys are getting opportunities. And like I said, we need them to do more. We can't just rely on one player or two players. This is not the way our team is built. And obviously, Dom had a great weekend, and he'll continue to be our best player and hopefully do that as much as he can. But as we know, when you get moving into the season, that's not going to happen all the time. So you need contributions from different players. And obviously, we got a couple guys out, two key guys for us right now that hopefully we'll get back sooner than later. It does give guys opportunities. So that's a good thing moving forward. But still a work in progress, right? There needs to be a lot more consistency to individual play and team play, and but there were a lot of good things that we worked on during the week that we saw get better, at least in the two games. So and then you obviously see some areas that need more work, and that's what weeks of practice are for. That's what games are for, and that's what early season hockey is. You're trying to continue to get better each week.
Last week you talked about getting the feeling of winning back. Of course, that's encouraged you guys got this weekend in defense. What else encouraged you after this weekend?
Well, I think that's really important, right? I mean, again, you lose two games, how do you respond? And I thought Friday was a really good game for us. I thought not just because we won, I just thought some of the things we did in the game were good. Conversely, Saturday, I thought our first period after we got through the penalty kill, we kind of found our game, and I thought the first period was a little bit of a carryover from probably Friday, and then we kind of lost it again on Saturday, right? In the second two periods, I didn't think we played with the same connectivity as a group. I thought, we got a little, I don't want to say loose, but we just got a little careless again. And I don't know if we thought it was going to be easy after, the first period, even though we were only ahead 1-0. So, I mean, getting Dom's goal was big, but, give them credit, right? Which we knew wasn't going to be an easy weekend. And, by us not probably extending the lead or continuing to play that way, we probably made it harder on ourselves. But I don't want to take anything away. Stonehill worked hard, and they had a feeling they could win, and they pushed us right to the end. But I like that our guys found a way to close the game out, and you got to win those games too. As much as you want 5-1, 6-1, 7-1 type games. Those don't happen very often, so you got to learn to fight through that stuff and win a 1-goal game too, and that's what we did.
Not having games this weekend, what is the main focus moving forward before big rival games?
Main focus in regards to our
Just
game.
practice for this week, yeah.
Like I said, the first 2 days, right? I've done this long enough. These bye weeks are beneficial, and then they also I don't like them, right? You want to keep going and you want to keep building, and but I do think it's a good opportunity to, like, that's why we did the first 2 days. You know, again, they came off a good weekend. We threw some compete, but it was fun compete, and now we get back to working on special teams and some of the things that we need to do before we play North Dakota. And obviously the focus needs to get back to doing improving. But sometimes it's a good mental reset too, right? Our guys have been going, and so just getting away, like today was just a day away from the rink, and they'll get back and work out and, you know, get some rest, right? You know, it sounds funny, but get your rest, and got some guys with some nicks and stuff that opportunity to maybe heal up, but still got to get back to work. And first 2 days it was working a different way, and I thought the guys did a great job with it. There was a high compete level, and they had fun with it, and hopefully it started the week off the right way.
Usually playing with fire when you try to sit on a lead, but you did it well in the first game.
Thanks, John. I appreciate that.
But I mean, really, that's awful. That
I don't ever like sitting on a lead, but I just didn't think we had the same intensity. I thought they were working harder than us, and that's obviously number one. That can't happen, right? And I just thought we could have made some better decisions, and there's just still little things, details in our game that need to be more consistent. You know, managing games like that, right? Staying above people, just good F3, just managing the game better. Sometimes when you get in those games and, you know, you have some offensive success, or you have the puck a lot, you tend to everybody wants to score, right? And that's not bad as long as you're playing both sides of it. And I thought we didn't really do that as well as we probably needed to, but it worked out. So again, it's a lesson. It's a learning lesson. Again, like every game, every situation is different. So something that we talked about after the game Saturday. I mean, winning is never pretty. That wasn't as much as everybody wants it to be. Like Friday, I felt was a prettier win than Saturday, but Saturday was still a good, hard-fought win, and you need to have those too, because like I say, you got to learn to close games out, and sometimes the other team has things to say about that. And but at the end of the day, I was pleased that we won both games. I think it was hopefully a pivotal weekend early in the year. But I think I was telling somebody else, I go, I haven't been disappointed with, you know, even when we were 1-4. Like, we played a Minnesota team that is probably a level above us, and I think that showed. But yet, you know, Saturday's game could have probably gone either way. They were just a little bit better, you know, and, you know, Lowell was a good weekend for us. We got a split, and Bemidji could have went the other way too. So it's not like, you know, I look at who we were playing too, right? And if Minnesota's one of the top teams in the country, we got some work to do to get close to them by the end of the year. So they're going to be a team that's going to factor into maybe being in St. Louis at the end of the year and having a chance to win a national championship. So that's good too. You know, sometimes we've been that team where teams want to emulate that. So it's okay to have that, right?
Well, I guess what I meant is Saturday night, when you didn't need more goals to win, if you could hang on to that lead, and you managed the puck pretty well, what you're saying, you didn't make a lot of mistakes, you managed the puck and handled it pretty well. Preserve the lead.
Yeah, I just thought we could have been a little bit tighter. You know, I mean, just a little bit tighter. it just seemed a little loosey-goosey for me. And I think there was opportunities for them that didn't go their way off, not stopping on the right side of the puck, just poking at pucks, looking for that offense. And those things, you can't do those things. Like, you just have to play the game. You have to manage the game the right way. Even the offensive zone, we don't need to play the whole offensive zone shift in high ice and risk giving up a breakaway, right? You got to play below the hash marks, and you can go low to high once in a while, but you don't need to play that high game all the time, right? You still want to control the puck and kill the clock, and that's a part of your game you need to keep working on, right? Those are important things when you're in tight games, right? Good line changes, all the little things. Again, there are details that go into winning hockey, and I think we got away from some of those a little bit with our mindset, and your mindset has to stay the same way, whether it's 5-1, 1-1, 2-1, whatever it is. It might change when you're down a goal where you become more aggressive, and you're trying to win a game. But when you're leading, or you're starting a game, or you're leading, your mindset still needs to be the same on how to play certain situations. That's kind of what I'm getting at. And again, those are things we keep talking about, right? Those are lessons within the game. Yes, we won, but could it have been better? Yes, but we still found a way, and next time, hopefully, we're better in those situations. Does that make any sense? If it doesn't, I'm not repeating it. So.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.